What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Guys, I warned y'all to grab your popcorn like 2 videos ago because this one's gonna get juicy, guys. It's crazy. Look, like, I'm really gonna try to like just kind of make it like a vibe, guys, because it is a traumatic experience. You know, it's a little like sad, you know, and everything, but
it's like one of those stories that you're like, what? Did that really happen to you? Like, what? You know what I mean?
That's I don't know, guys. So we're gonna get into that right now. But first, guys, look, I want to just take some time to admire my baby, my girl. Look at this, yo. You're looking fine. Look at the whole hairdo and everything.
Trying something new today.
Yeah. Guys, look, she walked out of the restroom and that kid, like, you came out, and I was just like,
I was like, just kidding.
Come on, baby number 3.
No.
But look, guys, we got a whole dough like set up right here in front of us, so we're gonna be showing you too, like, what we're eating, because we got what was it?
It's Thai food, and we wanted to tell you guys a story, not just us talking, just kind of vibing, eating, you know, trying to like give us, I don't know, like
more like a vibe, guys, because I'm telling you right now, like, we don't want to make it too sad because we don't want y'all crying and stuff, but do grab your tissues if you are emotional. You know, you too, baby, I know your tissue, right? We got some paper over there. But yeah, guys, so we're gonna start off by just showing our food real quick. So, like Sandy just said, we just got some Thai food. So you know me, guys, I'm big on orange chicken, so I got that.
I don't even know if that's orange chicken.
Guys, look, I don't want to say the name of the place though, but this orange chicken is looking like some deep fried fish. Low key, like,
I mean, it's probably good. We're here talking shit.
I know, look, I just don't like it, guys. It has like salad on the bottom of it, so I don't know. But
that's like the that's actually that little taste. That's like the tangy sauce, like the orange chicken sauce.
I don't know, guys. I don't know what that is, but look, we got some. What is this? Hot sauce, whatever.
And you got your rice right here, and then.
I mean, I was gonna talk about the drinks, you know, because let me just talk about the drinks real quick, baby. I'm sorry. Guys, we wanted boba, but that place had no boba. Like, usually Thai food places have boba and stuff, so we're like kind of craving that. So we kind of opted for like
you already know,
Starbucks. Yeah. But look, we're gonna put you on right now, so baby, let them know what's up with the ingredients.
So this is a strawberry acai with no berries, and we added apple juice. So if y'all going to Starbucks, try this. It's actually pretty fire. It's very refreshing, and y'all should sponsor me. I'm kidding.
Yeah, sponsor us, because this is our favorite drink right now. We be going to Starbucks almost every single day. So Starbucks, if you watching, you already know, hit us up. You know, like, free drink.
We shouldn't be going to Starbucks every single day. We should be making our own coffee here. Nespresso. We need an espresso.
We need the sponsorship.
Anyways, so before you cut me off, I was gonna tell them what type of food I got. I ended up getting your basic pad thai with chicken, so it's pretty good. It looks actually pretty fire, so let's see.
I'm gonna have to steal some of that because that's a lot, right?
That is a lot of food. So
and we got some. What is this? Rice?
White rice.
It's white rice, guys. But before we get into this video, guys, we need y'all to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on that post noti bell, and like I said before, get your popcorn, get your, you know, like chicharrones with, you know, like what's it, tapatio?
Valentina,
there we go. Yeah, so let's get into it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys my little labor and delivery story. If you guys didn't watch the video, go watch it. It's actually a really good video, emotional video. Like, I was in awe when I was watching that video. But we didn't really tell you guys details in that video, what really happened to me. And that's why I wanted to do this video, so that we can share it with you guys. And guys, let me tell you guys, it was just like the craziest story. Like, I never thought that it would actually happen to me, but it happened. So to start you guys off with, basically, like you guys seen in the video, we were just scheduled for an induction. And we ended up going like at 10 p.m. right at night. Yeah. So we did that, and then we're in the room, and then, you know, just waiting it out, getting the medication to get your, you know, my contractions started and all that. And everything was going smoothly, and you know, we knocked out for the night.
Yeah, it was a long night. It felt like a long night, guys, but
it was a very, like, I couldn't even sleep, to be honest. I was just like kind of like anxious just to be like, when is this baby coming out? We've been waiting 41 weeks. Like, when is he coming out?
And guys, look, if y'all like went through with your girl in some type of, like, you know, how you say it, like a pregnancy type of thing, y'all know you can't sleep. At least for me, I couldn't sleep because I was like, I was awake, guys. I wanted to know, okay, if she was good, like if the contractions happened, she was knocked out or something, you know, I didn't want her to wake up scared. Like, I wanted to be there to be her support and stuff, you know. So it was a long night, guys. and we did end up like sleeping, both of us. As y'all seen, I think I ended up doing like a little montage. Like I turned off the lights, you know, so we were like, we knocked out after that, you know. Yeah,
we did. I actually couldn't really sleep, but I did get like a few hours because nurses would come in and check on me and things like that. But
shout out to the nurses. They did a hell of a job.
Yeah, so they did. They were really nice, you know, like no complaints at all. Even they were checking on me to make sure that, you know, the nurses were doing a good job. Like their higher, I guess, upper management were checking. But overall, we had a really good nurses. Like they really took care of us. But
hooked us up with some how you say those cups?
Yeah, we didn't get those like plastic ones.
Yo, they hooked it up.
But anyways, fast forward to the next morning. So I woke up like around, I think they did like a when they do the nurse shift changes.
Yeah.
It was like 7:30 a.m. And she comes in and she's like, oh, like at that point they already had made like 2 I guess attempts to try to open me.
Yeah.
So they put like a tablet in me like around 5 a.m. So around 7:30 a.m. they came in to check on me and they're like, oh, like you're contracting, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even feel it, to be honest.
And that tablet though, that was like a medicine, right?
Yeah, it's a medicine to kind of like help you dilate and get your contractions going. So that was the second dose, and then around 7:30, like she said, oh, you're contracting, but they're not regular yet. They're just kind of like on and off. That's why I couldn't really feel the pain.
Yeah.
So around, I want to say around 9 a.m. because they check in like every 2 hours.
That's what I'm telling you, man. They're wrong.
They were on it, and I started feeling pain, you guys. I was just like, oh my god, like this shit's painful. I was telling him, I'm like, I can still handle it, but I feel it. Like it's actually happening right now. Like I started feeling it, and then I started getting scared. I started sweating. Like it was just.
Yo. So we thought like this how you say it? It was gonna be that moment, you know, like it was gonna be like that in a specific hour that she was gonna just begin the contractions, then boom, you know, the baby pops out like a Pop-Tart, like, you know, that type of thing. But
no, because they usually say, oh, when it's not your first baby, it usually happens faster. But let me tell you, like this baby took his time to come out. Yo
guys, I'm not gonna lie, if I could like kind of put it into like a visual for you guys, like it felt like we were there like for 3 days.
A whole week, not gonna lie, a whole freaking week. But anyway, so around 9 a.m. I started feeling pain, and I was like, what the hell, like this shit's painful. And then I was only, at that point I was only like 2 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters. So I was only 2.5 centimeters. You have to be 10 centimeters to give birth. So I was at 2.5, and I was like, all right, I already feel it, but I can handle it. Like I'm breathing through my pain, you know, like, okay. And then eventually, like around, I want to say 10, it started just going fast, like around 10 a.m., 10:30.
Around there.
Yeah, so she came in and she was like, are you sure you don't need any pain meds? And I'm like, they're getting stronger, like, but I can handle it. So she was like, are you sure? And I'm like, all right, just give me something. I was like, cause she was really pushing it, cause I had made a little request, like if I start feeling pain, like they're gonna like drug me right away.
Yo, that was scary, guys. Like they were talking about like all of these drugs they're gonna put in her, and I was like, oh man, like that's literally gonna like affect the baby somehow, you know? So I was thinking that, you know, so I was going crazy with that, and I was also thinking about you because they did put something in her
my IV.
In her IV, guys, she was out of it. As soon as they told her like you're gonna feel it like in 2 freaking minutes, boom, her eyes rolled back, knocked out. I was scared, guys. I was tripping.
But I didn't feel it. Like I still felt the pain, and I don't know if I should say what they gave me. Can I say what they gave me?
I guess you
it's
can.
Like an opiate, like for in the IV.
Yeah,
like,
I'm pretty sure you guys know what it is, you know. But
yeah, I have the drugs in me, like IV. I didn't really. It's not for you to kind of take away the pain, but it makes you feel kind of drowsy and like happy, I guess, like a little drunk, I guess you can say.
It numbs you, guys.
That's not the one. That's not the weird.
I'm over here making
You're talking
about
like epidural. That's not the one. It just makes you kind of be like in a blur, like you don't know what's going on. But to be honest, the nurse told me it didn't do anything to you. You're like, it's not doing anything to you. I'm like, I don't feel anything. I still feel the pain. So I didn't feel the drugs that they gave me. They're like, what the hell? They thought they was gonna knock me out or something, but no.
Guys, and keep in mind, like she's literally like out of it in a way, you know. So literally, I'm the one that's talking to like how you say it?
The nurse.
The nurses, guys. I was on point with that.
Yeah.
Like, I already got like one bit under my belt. I was like, I got this, you know. So I was taking care of business. And I was talking with them, making sure she was good, you know, making sure that they were making sure actually that I was good too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I was just like, I'm okay, you know. I just want you to worry about her type of thing.
Yeah. So around I was like 3 centimeters. And then around 11 o'clock, not even that long, like I started leaking my water.
Oh, yo, that was crazy.
And we were like in the admission room. We were not even like in the labor and delivery room yet. We were still like kind of like, you want to say triage, but not really. Because we had a big ass room. And then
they hooked it up with a VIP room.
Yeah, and then they freaking literally, she comes in like 30 minutes. She's like, I told him, like, I called them on the thing. I'm like, my water's leaking. And they're like, are you sure? So they checked. My water was leaking. And I'm like, it just felt weird. It didn't feel like it popped. It just felt like it was, I was peeing myself.
Yeah, but actually you told them my water broke. I remember that.
Not yet.
No, you said that. You said my water broke. So they checked, and that's when they said, oh, you're leaking. And I even seen too, because you told me, guys, look, I looked first. That's the first time I
told him to look, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, sure, no problem. You know? Nah, but good. Look, guys, that was my first time that I actually seen that type of thing, because with the first pregnancy, that didn't happen.
No, they popped my water.
Yeah, they popped it, so I didn't get to see that. So I was already freaking out. I seen just little freaking streams of like water coming down, and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is it, so
like, what's happening?
So I was like, baby, calm, whatever. So yeah, they came, guys, and I mean,
so they confirmed like, yes, your water's leaking, but it hasn't really like popped, so it's still like coming out of you slowly. So I was like, okay, as long as there's progress, So I like, honestly, it happened so fast. Like around 11:30, I was already in so much pain. I was literally crying already. Like once my water started breaking, I was like, oh shit. Like I couldn't handle it no more. I was like, I need that epidural ASAP. Like I think I called them back, or they came in. No, the nurse came in and she was like, okay, we're gonna transfer you to the delivery room because we don't want you to have the baby in this room. Yep. Blah blah blah. And I was like, do it, do what you gotta do. I'm like, get me that epidural ASAP. I was like, I don't want to feel anything.
Yeah, no. The thing was that she seen you like in pain. So
I was crying, you guys.
Yeah, she was crying. She was like, kind of screaming away, guys. So I was panicking. The nurse just took charge and said, you know what? Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. We're moving you to the other room. Yeah,
and she did check my cervix, and I was already 6 centimeters dilated. So I went from like 3 to 6 in like an hour and a half.
So that was scary. So I was like, yo, it's just happening really quick. I'm like, this baby's gonna come out. Baby boy's gonna come out like quick. Like a slip and slide type of thing. So we moved, guys, to the next room, and that's when they do the whole epidural thing.
Yeah. So they were already getting ready. They had me like, as soon as I went to the other room, they already had called the anesthesiologist. They had me like prepped in the bed, like kind of like, when you do the epidural, like they had me like in a little cap, like a surgery cap. At that point, I was already getting contractions. They were really bad. They were kind of helping me like breathe through them, but it was just horrible. I was literally in tears.
Meanwhile, all this is happening, guys, they kicked me out.
They kicked me out.
They told me to go to the lobby, and I'm in the lobby just waiting for with my phone.
Yeah, for him to come back in because they don't want distractions or anything like that. Because literally the needle's going in my spine, so
it could strike a nerve and everything.
Yeah, we don't want to know that. So we don't want any complications with that. And eventually, like 30 minutes later, like I have my epidural. I'm still feeling pain, by the way. Like they're like, oh, it's probably a big baby. Sometimes the epidural doesn't work, and I'm over here freaking like my mind's going crazy because I'm like, I don't want to feel it. Like this is horrible already. Like I just want the pain to go away. I was being such a chicken, you guys. Like,
and we were scared because keep in mind, guys, our first baby girl, like she was a big baby.
Yeah, she was 8 pounds and like I don't know, like 4 ounces. She was huge.
Yeah, and she was what, 21 inches?
Yeah,
around there, guys. So she was pretty long and stuff. So she was a big baby. So baby boy, we thought he was gonna be like
big too.
A big too and stuff, So that happened, they gave me the epidural. I came back. We were chilling, so
no, wait, they gave me the epidural. My pain tolerance was a little bit like better because I was able to not feel as much, but I could still feel like kind of pressure on my back, and that shit hurt. Like I felt the contraction still, but not crazy intense. It was kind of like a 7 out of 10, but I could still feel it. So he was already in the room. He came back, and I was crying to you because I could still feel the pain like on my back. So the nurse ended up calling the anesthesiologist again, and he came back. He actually gave me a boost to like not feel as much pain. They flipped me like I was on my back. They had me like kind of like down, so I guess the medicine can go towards my back, and that did it. That completely numbed me. I was chilling for like a good like hours, guys, because around that time that I got the epidural and everything, I was still like 6.5 centimeters, and I stayed 6.5 centimeters for hours. And let me tell you, this is when it starts getting crazy, you guys. Like,
yo, get your popcorn, guys.
This was like an experience that I don't ever want to experience again. Not because I want to say not because of the whole pregnancy and stuff like that. It was just my life. Like, basically my life was like put like at risk for like everything. Like, it was just, yeah, that's where I get sad. It was
yeah, guys, look, it's crazy. Look, I'm just gonna make it to like a little more lightly because I really don't want to get emotional either, guys. Like, this was very like, how you say it? First of all, look, I want to say this. We were lacking sleep, guys. So I was already out of it, you know. Like, you know, Sandy said that we were waiting for like a cool minute, you know, for her to just, you know, increase her dilation, you know, to get to 10 centimeters. Guys, it was really hours, and I'm telling you, hours, like, that there was nothing changing. They actually said when we moved to the room, guys, to get the, how you say it?
The epidural?
The epidural, you know, you were a 7. You were 7. Guys, she freaking contracted back to 6.5 to almost 6. So I don't know what was going on, guys. We were just like going crazy, asking questions like, you know, what's going on. They said, hey, you know what, we're gonna do different types of, you know, methods, exercises, whatever, right, in bed to try to actually, like, you know, help her dilate more. So guys, it was a long time. My bad, guys, the camera just died on us right now. But what I was saying was that like, they brought some peanut balls. They were doing exercises for her, you know, trying to like position her side to side, you know, like put the peanut ball on one leg, you know, and then vice versa, you know, try to kind of make the baby move around and stuff. Because what they did say was that the baby was not fighting his way out. So he was stuck on your pelvis. So his head was stuck on the pelvis, guys. So, and that actually was causing that thing inside, right, that was rubbing. So
basically the baby, they're usually positioned away for them to make themselves go into like the cervix area so they can come out, right? But the baby was positioned, like they said, sunny side up. So it was rubbing my cervix and it was making it swollen on my right side. So that prevented me from like opening to 10 centimeters. So the only thing that worked, you guys, and mind you, I was in that room around 12 p.m. I gave birth at what time?
It was around 6:50 something.
6:53 to be exact. So all that time they're trying to figure out how do we do it? Like, how are we gonna get him out? And then,
and keep in mind, the water fully broke. At that time, the water fully broke, guys. So there was like
around 2 p.m.
Yeah, so
my water had completely broke, like a balloon, like it popped. So from like 12 to like 6:53 p.m. we get to 4 p.m. and they're like, she's stuck at 6.5, 7. Like, you know, the only option that we have at this point is if he doesn't make his way out in 2 hours, we're literally gonna have to call the OR because she's going in for C-section. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, my freaking like jaw dropped. Like, I was tripping because I didn't plan for that. Like, I didn't plan to get a C-section. Like, I don't even know what to expect. Like, it was already too much going on with my body. So I was just like I don't even know. I don't even know how, like, what happened, but I seen his face and he was just like, this can't be happening.
Yeah, we both looked at each other at the same time when they said that, guys. It was in disbelief. We both turned pale. I was texting your cousin. Yeah. You know, so I was, you know, talking to family and stuff, and, you know, she was saying, like, what to expect. So she was kind of scaring me a little bit more because she was saying, yo, the C-section is not something that you want. You know, the recovery that comes after is just going to be crazy, you know. So I was like, guys, I was praying, I was just praying hard. I'm like, this can't happen, you know, like, this can't be happening to us, you know. Yeah. And on top of that, we're like scared. I'm sorry to cut you off, baby, but look, I was just like scared that the baby was not gonna be able to come out because I felt like time was ticking. You know, there was no more like fluids in there, that, you know. So his heart rate, like when a baby gets stuck, like the heart rate kind of goes up and down. So it wasn't like stable. So they were tripping on that because it was literally like it would go really high and then it would drop a little bit. So they're like, oh, we gotta do something because you know they can go into stress basically. Right. They don't want that for the baby or myself. So once I heard the C-section thing, I was like, literally, like he said, I was praying. I was like, please God, don't let me have a C-section. Like, I'm scared to even like be in the OR for anything. Like, I've never done any surgeries, nothing. So I'm like, I'm terrified. Like, I don't want to be put through that. And then eventually, like around like 2 hours later, they literally came back and they're like, okay, like, let's see if whatever position we put you in, which was in a squat position, let's see if that worked. And to tell you guys, like, our prayers worked because the baby was ready to come out. I was like 9.5 or 8.5 to 10. So they're like, let's get ready to push. And they gave me like, they actually had me do like little like
are they like practice pushes?
Yeah.
Practice pushes, like one or two, right?
Yeah, I felt like they wanted to call it practice pushes though, but it actually became like a real thing. So guys, it happened so quick. It felt like freaking Grey's Anatomy. And they're like, you know, like it was just like, yo, everybody's, you know, getting their stuff, you know, at the table, you know, and everything getting ready. And that was it, you know, they started the midwife. Shout out to the midwife. Yo, guys, I gave her a hug. After like my son was born, I'm gonna put it out there. I don't care what y'all think. I was crying.
Yeah.
I was shedding tears, and I had to give the midwife a hug because I was just happy that she was able to like bring my son out, you know, healthy, safely, you know. So that was just, you know, crazy experience, you know, like all that, you know. So
anyway, so as soon as she started having me do like those practice pushes or like, you know, let's get the table going, let's get everything set up. As you guys seen in the video, like it was fast. Like there's nurses there helping them, you know, set up and everything. And literally like 2 pushes later, he literally comes out of me, and it was just like a whole relief. Like I'm not like pregnant anymore. Like he's safely out. Like I was just like praying that no C-section had to be done, because literally I heard it was like the worst recovery. Like you can't even walk, you can't do anything for a while. I was just like, I was praying, you guys, and yeah, our son was in this world, and I was just so happy. We're just so happy. Both of us were crying, like literally crying.
We were just, like, I'm real with you guys. Like, I had to cut the camera for that because I wanted just us to take it in and just get that experience of having our first son. Yeah. You know, and just this.
And our last baby. Literally.
Yeah, our last baby too, guys. So we just took it in for ourselves and stuff. So that's when you kind of hear like the first cry. You know, I got that, and I just went to go shut off the camera and stuff, and that was it. You know, it was just beautiful, amazing experience, guys. But that ain't it. That is not the traumatic thing that happened, guys.
Like he said, you guys, that was not it. It kept, like, my story kept going, and this is where it gets really crazy, traumatic. So we ended up getting food after delivery because we were both starving. And yeah, it was really late. It was around 10 p.m. already. We were already in the recovery room, like, you know, like we're like chilling, like, oh, we're good already, like nothing's happening no more. The baby's healthy, I'm healthy, you know.
The baby's out, and we're in the same room together.
Like, let's just try to get some rest, basically, after we were eating. And then literally after we're done eating, he goes to the bathroom, and I start feeling pain in my stomach, and I'm like this ain't normal. Like,
I told her, because we ordered _�'s hot chicken, so I thought she was kind of getting I thought she was getting cólicos, you know, the stomachache type of thing. Yeah, I thought she needed to use the restroom and stuff, you know, but
no, like literally, like after, if you guys have gave birth, you guys know that after delivery you ended up having like a lot of blood, like a period, you know, but it's like excessive bleeding. I ended up having like TMI, but it was like, it felt like a water fountain, like of blood coming out of me. And I was just like, this ain't normal, like at all. Like I started panicking. I freaking called the nurses on the little thing where the bed is at, and she comes rushing in, and she looks like down there, and she told me that, well, they told us that it was like a bunch of like a fountain, like a blood coming out.
Yeah, guys, have you seen the movie Carrie? That freaking scene when they're at the prom and stuff, or whatever that thing is, when you see all that blood gushing. Guys, look, I walked out of the restroom, so the nurses are already out. I walked out of the restroom, all I see, that thing is just flooding out. I'm tripping, guys. It was like a horror movie.
Literally, I was freaking terrified. I was just like in disbelief that this was actually happening to me. So what they call it, it's a hemorrhage. Basically, you're bleeding out. Like, say you get shot and you start freaking bleeding out, like you could die, basically. So mind you, besides me hemorrhaging, I was already anemic, so that made it even worse. And yeah, as soon as like I started, I don't really remember, but from what I remember is that my eyes started rolling back, and I was kind of in and out of it, and I felt like I was gonna die. Like, he told me I looked pale. I was sweating. Like,
guys, she lost so much blood. I was just, look, the thing was, what happened, look, I'm gonna say it again, guys. It looked like a freaking damn like TV show. Doctors rushing in from different sides of the hospital. It was almost like 12 people inside that room. It was getting crazy, guys. I was really like right beside my son, like maybe like 5 feet away from everything was going down, because I had to step back of how many people were around. So I literally had a glimpse, you know, of her. Like, I could see her head. So while everybody's just, you know, talking, like kind of like going back and forth with what's gonna happen and what's going on, and it like kind of like, you know, feeding each other, like, you know, the information, right? I'm looking at Sandy now. I'm just thinking like, yo, I gotta let her know what's up, because her eyes, like she said, were rolling to the back of her head. So I said, if I just see the white in her eyes and she's not moving, I gotta tell him, yo, man, she's freaking passing out with her, right?
Honestly, I think at one point they did go back, because they were telling me like, stay stay with me, like
yeah, stay awake. Yeah.
And I was fighting literally for my life because it was hard for me to like stay awake. Like it was just the worst feeling. And then I remember looking at him while they were literally working on me, like pressing on my stomach, putting like a bunch of IVs on me, and they ended up giving me like 2 shots on my legs each. And then I was just like looking at him like kind of sideways, and I was just like telling him like I don't want to die. Like I was like, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die? And then he was like, no, and I'm like, I was tripping.
Yeah. Like, I was like, I love you, baby. Like it's gonna be okay. Like you're not gonna die. I was literally mouthing it to her, you know, because guys, I was worried. As soon as she said that I don't want to die, I'm just in my head thinking like, what is going on? Like this cannot happen. Like I cannot lose, you know, you and just have the baby here. Like what am I gonna do? Type of thing, no?
Yeah. It was.
Guys, look, it was just crazy. Like she said, they were doing like a lot of things to her, and then what just made my heart drop. They literally like the main doctor, like the main doctor of the hospital, looked at me, and I could see in her eyes that she was just scared. And guys, she looked at me and said, we're gonna have to perform this procedure. They gave us like 3 options, right?
So they gave us they were doing 3 options. So the first option was obviously what they were doing in the room, basically trying to get the clots out of my stomach, trying to control the bleeding like with medication. That's what they were doing. And the second option was they're gonna rush me to the OR, which they had already called the OR to prepare for me to go there if this didn't work, what they were doing, and basically kind of like put me under I guess like anesthesia, and start pulling like the blood out of me like with a vacuum.
Like a vacuum, yeah, like scraping it out. They said.
Yeah, basically like a sponge scrape, like what they do in C-sections, like when they clean you out. And then the third option was if that didn't work at all, basically they were gonna do a surgery to remove my uterus. So that would completely like make me not have any more children, nothing. Like I would take pills for the rest of my life. So that freaking scared me. It scared him. And I'm just like,
it's just what she said though. Like the way you said it, you would have said to me, I'd be like, okay, you know. But the way that don't cry, baby. It's alright.
I'm not. It's just like
it's alright.
It was like I don't know. Like I don't ever want to experience that again. Like
we wouldn't wish that on anybody. None of our supporters, you know, anybody who doesn't even like us too. We wouldn't wish that on anybody. You know, like that is just crazy. But like what I'm trying to say right now, guys, that it was a traumatic for her going through it, but also for me feeling helpless, not being able to help her because they really looked at me and said, Dad, you know, we get you. You feel helpless and you can't do nothing like for her, you know. And the main doctor, what she told me is that, okay, we're gonna do these 3 options. If that doesn't work, whatever, like, you know, no, they actually said that the last option, that's what they were gonna do. They wanted to do that basically, guys. And they said this is in order to save her life, for her not to die. When I freaking heard that, guys, that was it. My soul left my body. I'm all like, no, this cannot be happening.
Yeah,
and I just got chills right now just thinking about that moment right
literally,
now.
And they had me like, I guess since I was still awake, because they were keeping me up, they had me like kind of give the approval, and then him too, because you know he's my next of kin, he's my husband, so they had him like say like it's okay, like if she's not able to say it, like you pretty much like agree to it, you know. Yeah. And I was like, do whatever they have to do to like to keep me alive. Like
yeah, so I already had that mindset of anything, like by any means necessary to just have her here still, guys, because like, I can't with it. Like I love you so much, baby. Like I can't picture my life without you.
Hell no.
Like I already see tears. Like
no, it was just like I just had a baby. Like come on, like this can't be happening. That was like my thing that was going through my head. Like I just had a son, like my daughter. Like I have to be here, like in this world.
They need you. You know?
Yeah. So again, us freaking. Probably me praying in my I don't really remember, but I was just like praying like I don't want to die, like I want to be here. And like the first option ended up working for me, and they ended up like stopping the hemorrhage in the room. I didn't need to go to the OR, I didn't need to get surgery. And then after that they were just monitoring me and giving me medicine, and they gave me 2 blood transfusions to be able to feel like, I guess, get my color back, like my body going, feel normal. So overall, you guys, like we had the best care. I ended up feeling much better after that, and they were just watching me overnight, and they didn't want to let me go the next day, but like we told them like, hey, like we have a baby at home, like we really want to go home. So scared and all, like everything ended up being good. They took labs and everything, so we ended up going home the next day. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Like
it's over a week since, you know, like
it's been 2 weeks now.
Oh, 2 weeks. Damn.
As recording this video?
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks.
Damn.
Today.
But we're still here, guys. We're making video for y'all. You know, so this is kind of like something that we were still talking about. We wanted to do it. You know, like Because guys, look, we don't like to like spread like negativity or just traumatic, sad stuff. You know, we want to make y'all laugh. We want to just bring like positive vibes, you know, and all that. But guys, we need to share this with y'all because it's crazy. I feel like we're not the only ones that probably go through this type of thing and no one speaks about it, you know. And I just want to tell y'all, like, if y'all thinking about having a baby, just, you know, make sure you guys get like the best, you know, medical care, you know, like the best, you know, type of hospital or something, you know, because it's crazy, guys. Things could turn left real quick, you know. And
just to bring awareness, if you are anemic or any type of, you know, through your pregnancy, make sure you take your pill, you take whatever you need to do, because guys, this shit could get real fast. Like, I was just like in disbelief, but thankfully I am healthy. We're home. And yeah, we're making videos for you guys.
But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all like ate good with us, because we did, guys. We're actually gonna finish this. I'm not big on orange chicken, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that thing's kind of a little bit, you know.
But you ate it off.
Because it was yo, why are you putting me on the spot? Your story was interesting, baby. That's why.
Hey, well, that's the whole point of this video.
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna eat your food. We'll be seeing you guys next time. We love y'all. Peace.